And welcome back to some more Prehistoric Kingdom. Yeah, boy, we are back. And first off, we have a little bit of a problem. There is a dude on top of this building here, and I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be there. Mr. Larry Rogers, I'm going to need you to get down. Number one, health and safety doesn't start till you pass this line. Anything over this side, it's not our liability, so I'm going to need you to get down before you do hurt yourself. I'm just going to say you can't sue us or anything. Security? Do we have security anywhere? It's just a random guy stood on the roof. You know what? If we just ignore the problem, it'll probably go away, right? That's how we deal with life. So, last time out, we did our T-Rex enclosure. We built the log viewing platform thing, and I have been messing around. I've been, adjusting some little bits and pieces in the enclosure. So I'm going to take you for a little walk, and we can have a look at that. We do have a plan today to add 2 new dinos into one enclosure, and I'm kind of excited to see what we can do with that. But before we get into it, let's show off what we did with the Rex thing. So number one, I added to the VIP arrival area that turns out not to be VIP at all, because everyone's a VIP apparently. But we downloaded the plane, we popped it here, and I was like, it looks a little weird. And then I did see some suggestions saying build a runway. So I've built a somewhat runway. I built everything here completely by scratch, apart from the plane. Added these lights, runways, added these like little markers where the plane would land. Now, obviously in real life, this would be a lot longer, but I don't want to take up like a massive long spot. This is just to show that there was like a plane here or something. These trees are actually way too close to this. I'm gonna have to move that at some point. But we've got this little runway, and then I also built myself an airplane hangar. I just got to add some doors on it. I just never got around to doing that. Last night I was too busy playing another game. But yeah, I like this. I added like some little railings here, like to feel a bit more VIP. I was gonna like see if we could add some sort of red carpet. But yeah, we've got a little runway now, a little airplane hangar. We could probably add a couple more buildings and like a little tower to show us where the plane is. I also then changed all of this pathing into whatever this path is, like just a dirt path. I'm going to add some railings along this, like wooden railings, to make it look like you're walking through a forest. We'll maybe add some bathrooms along here. But bro, this place is packed. It is so busy, and I'm glad. Number one, we still have this... What I can't actually remember what this was. A kiosk, a large food kiosk, but I've made it more wooden. More foresty. So remember, this was all like very like modern. It had the concrete, the glass. It's now just kind of made out of wood, and I feel again fits the vibe of what we're going for. So this looks amazing. And then I'm going to show you exactly what we've done with the Rex enclosure. Number one, I downloaded this skeleton. Someone created a whole Rex skeleton. Now, I don't know if this was actually in the game, but like they've made skeletons of all dinos. So I mean, like, GG's, whoever did that, that's like crazy. So I've added this giant Rex skeleton and then turn it like black, because I just thought like that adds like a bit of contrasting color here. And then I've kind of like built a little thing around him so people aren't climbing up on it. Put loads of foliage down here. I think that looks really cool. And then if you walk around here, this is the new area, if we zoom out a bit, that you walk into the Rex place. Now, I built this whole entranceway just here. So it's not going to be the greatest. I know there's people out there that could do way better stuff. We're still sort of learning about the building stuff in the game, but I feel like I've done a semi-decent job. I wanted some sort of grand entrance rather than it just being like, boom, here you go. So we've got like 5 logs all put together here. We've got some little fire things on the top. We've got like a Rex skull, got some silhouettes, some more little bits of fire. Covered it in a little bit of foliage. And then on the back side, I added like these 2 curved logs as kind of like support, because it looked weird just standing here. So we've got these like curved logs here that make it look like this thing's being supported up. But bro, I think that looks pretty good, right? So essentially, yeah, like you walk into the Rex Kingdom here. So obviously we had all this flooring and stuff here. We added a bathroom. We added a what are you? Just a little food shop, little coffee shop just here. A little dino tea area. Doing them in like the wood and the thatch vibe, so it fits in with the Rex. Added some trash cans. Added some lights. Added this Rex statue that originally was green. We've made it like bronzed a little bit, perfect photo opportunity for people. We've added some benches, we've added some vending machines so you can all sit down and chill, some more trash cans. I just think like this is a vibe. Like you'll be able to see the Rex like sitting out here. I think I saw one just over there somewhere. And then we added a couple adjustments to the log viewing platform. Added a couple lights here. And some of you did suggest... Well, I was going to do it anyway, but I'll give you that credit. You said add the viewing binoculars because it's going to mean people come up here and actually have a look. And they do. So we've got the board with the info. We've got the binoculars for the viewing. And we've also got a donation box. I also added a couple viewing things from here. And you can see people are using them. And yeah, I think it's just kind of like works. We can literally see a Rex just there. Look at that. This person is getting a front row seat. Love that. So if we're coming out of it, I do need to just change some of the foliage on here because like this shit's like sticking out big time and I don't know if I like that too much. Added a little bit more foliage around the water, a couple rocks here and there, but nothing too crazy that we changed too much of. Again, just like some rocks and stuff. So yeah, that's what we did since last episode. And like I said, that's how we're kind of doing this series. I do the building. And then I kind of do a lot of the decoration in my own time because I would be obviously like recording 6 hours of footage and I can't talk for 6 hours. I like to have music on in the background and maybe watching Netflix on the side or something. So yeah, it just comes like every episode. I can just like show off like what I've done. Like, I'm going to play around with this a bit more, add a railing and some bathrooms along this way. But bro... Park's coming along nicely. I like what we're doing with it. So what we're going to do today then, like I said, we're going to add... Oh, is Roger gone? Good shit. Security, you did your job good. What we're going to do today is add 2 types of dino. Number 1, Protoceratops. These little cuties just here. If we looked at all their variants, absolutely adorable. Love them. If we come into here, they like the desert. And I was like, okay, I was actually looking for desert creatures not long ago. And then we also have these guys, and I cannot pronounce their name. I always call them the Pistachiosaurus. So we've got the Pistachiosaurus, who also like the desert. Now, obviously, if this was real, you wouldn't be able to do this. But I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to see if we can make, like, a walkthrough. So that it would be sort of like a petting zoo, where you can actually walk into the enclosure. There's a path that you walk through, and you would, like, be able to interact with the dinos. Now, like I said, obviously, in real life, you wouldn't be able to do this, but... This is a video game, so we can do what the hell we want. we're gonna like pretend like both these dinos were completely harmless, completely friendly towards humans. Maybe when they got brought back to life with the genes, they had a friendly gene inside of them that makes them very friendly. So they are desert dwellers, so we're gonna add them to this little desert section just here. I did go through some of the other dinos, like Velociraptors. They are also desert dwellers, but I might put them in a different biome. We'll kind of just see how that goes out. But first things first, then, what we need to do is remove some of these trees. This is going to hurt because I've placed a lot of these. We're going to kind of like just move this around here. What I might do, I'm thinking, because we can build a path around this way to connect to the Spinos. Maybe a path around here. I don't know yet. Let's just like kind of get rid of a lot of this. See what we're working with here. Let me start by just kind of building this path. If we can get this going around here a little, because we did want this to kind of like connecting to the Spinos, but there might be another creature at the back end of the Spino, maybe. We'll just leave that there. I just don't want to build too close to this and kind of get in the way. In terms of the Smilodon, I don't think we're going to build around it, so we're probably good just there. Just kind of like getting a bit of a layout over there. In terms of the size of the fences, what we're saying, a 1 meter fence from you. And if it was from you, it'd also be a 1 meter fence. Perfect. So we're going to make something nice and small, but also very appealing. A modern wooden fence. We do kind of like to use them. Because, like, I don't mind the stone, but it just feels a little... I want to say, like, medieval, but it's not. I feel like the wooden ones just kind of work. I think this is what I've been using for, like, all of these. This is going to be a lot smaller. So, let's build this, and then we can, like, adjust it as we want to go along. And as we are doing this, if you do enjoy the Prehistoric Kingdom series, please do a massive favor and whack a like on the video. It does help massively. A lot of you have been enjoying this, and I've really been enjoying creating this this dino zoo that we've got going on. I'm actually going to go back there a minute, and back again maybe. Yeah, so do me a massive favor, whack a like on the video, subscribe, ring the bell, enable notifications. I appreciate it massively. That's going to go like here. Gonna build this around. Obviously, like, how big do I want this? Because, like, we could build it, like, all the way around here. Let's bring it, like, this way. So, we've got this big area. Maybe you can walk in and then walk through, and then you connect back to the path here. That might be good. But yeah, whack a like, subscribe, ring the bell, enable notifications. If you want to support the channel that a little bit more, you can become a channel member or a patron. It's $1 for a month. You get an exclusive video every Friday. There we go. Got it all out the way. I do appreciate the support massively, by the way. So thankful. So, let's see how we would do this. So, we can't actually add... like, we have gates, but they're staff gates. But what I have seen, if we go to modular pieces, there are doors. I don't know if these doors are usable, but I'm thinking if we place a path through an enclosure, I have a weird feeling that the NPCs will just walk through it. So let's see. If we was to do what type of natural path? Gravel? No, probably go for like this one, right? Let's get it smaller. If you was to walk from here and then you come around here, like let's have them essentially you're gonna walk like all around. Like this. If you don't want to leave, then I guess you go back that way. Maybe it just connects like that. But then essentially this is going to come out here. And then maybe we connect this to this. So get that back up to this. Like, I have no idea if this is going to work. And if it doesn't, then it is what it is. I'd love if it did, though. 8 meters. Boom. Oh, wood path would have been kind of good, actually. Bring that back down to 4. And then that just connects like that. Do we actually have to have this connect? Is this connected to this? Let's see. Let's see if anyone walks that way. So they're actually going to walk on the path. Will they walk through this? Okay, not yet. Right, so if I was to just add a door, I'd love to have like some sort of gate. Because we have like fences, we have props. Let's just whack a door and see what happens. I guess we would want to go something rustic-ish looking, something like this. We don't really want it like that. I'd like to have... Okay, hang on. It's going. Something like that. And then do we do it on the other side to make it look like they're kind of connected? Okay, it's hard to place on a small fence. Alright, we'll just see what happens then. We can like place a wall there maybe. I don't know if they're going to walk through it. Can I change this? I know we have. Let me see. What's a miscellaneous fence? What does that mean? What does this do? Oh, that just like changes it all. Okay. Maybe a miscellaneous fence is what we need. I'll tell you a way we can get people in here to see if it works. If we place a guest facility in here, I'm just going to put a bathroom. If I just place that there, let's see if people come in to use it. I think that means it's not accessible, right? Okay. I'm sure there's a way we can get this to work, and it might be using this miscellaneous fence. Otherwise, we can just build like some steps that go over it. But I kind of don't want to do that. I was hoping like a path just worked. Because yeah, if you build any type of store, kiosk, food, bathrooms, they all like kind of flock towards it. Okay, so it looks like maybe they can't get in here just yet. Okay, let me just see. Maybe if we do just build... I just don't want them to like walk over the fence because that's so boring. That's just like... I don't know, man. What if we did just have... like that and then that? Do you think that would count as working? Like I said, there's a way to do this. We just got to figure it out. Let's just see if we can whack a bathroom here again. Yeah, I still think that means they can't access it. So you can't pass through a fence. Okay, let me see then if we can do this miscellaneous bit maybe. Because I'm thinking we can remove a little bit of this. How do I not have this whole thing changed to that? Because I don't want to delete this whole thing. Okay, let's delete the doors. Let's delete this fence. Okay, so it's accessible now. So what we're going to do... Continue using this fence, right? So let's bring this to here. Then we change. This means the dinos can't get through here. But we could build something around it, maybe. Okay. So dinos shouldn't be able to pass through there, but we should be able to place maybe a wall. This is still saying it's accessible, which is interesting. So if I was just to place like some railings. Let me actually place the door first. Which door would I actually prefer? Bro, this person's going towards it. What have we got here? Okay, I'm going to probably have to place a wall first because the door's going to be annoying to stand up. Okay, they're definitely going to be able to walk through here. Interesting. Are they going through? So I do believe a dinosaur can't pass through here, but people can. Okay. We want V. We want the rotate. We want to pull this door up. Push it back a little. That looks pretty good to me. No, and I pressed the wrong button. Let's snap this at a 45-degree angle. I'm getting like better at this stuff. Boom. Movement edit. That works, I guess. Let's push this into here. All right. So we've got a door. So now we've got to build like some railing things next to it. It's just not going to look like they walk through that door though, right? Let's just see. So we can place this here. Maybe that just inside of that. All right. This is just to see how it works. Obviously, we can adjust that if we want to. Okay, so this is now not accessible. Interesting. Is there not a way that I can just like play around with this? If I just remove this bit of gate, that's accessible now. Okay. So we can't place these structures here. People cannot walk through them. So door's not going to work. So we're going to have to try something a little different. So structure elements. All right. Maybe. Okay. We've got this bad boy. So this is what I'm thinking. And if this is the only way we can work this out, we're going to place this like so. Okay, maybe move it over a little bit. We'll move this. Bring this like that. Can I move a bit more of this fence? You know what? Let's edit the fence a little. I think I know what I'm doing now. I think I'm cooking. Right, so we're going to delete this bit of fence. We're then actually going to bring this out a little. Touching this. And then, again, this comes out. I guess I can just delete this bit and rework that. This comes out and touches this. Like that. And then we have this bit going to here. So that makes an enclosure. Now, do we just pretend, or do we add like a door that's open? And we'll just say like, maybe there's like an electric fence there that stops dinos walking through it. How about that? How would I get an open door? Do I just have like a wall in here maybe that's open? I mean, like there's someone coming in. Which one do I like a bit more? Remember, we're just like playing around with stuff here. I know, like I said before, I know some of you are probably experts at this game, or you know how to get this to work, but I do not. Okay, so if I was just doing that like that, kind of look like there's a gate, right? And they can walk through that. Well, they can. He just didn't want to. Let's see if they do go through it. This is a bit lopsided. Let's bring like this way a bit more, maybe. Because it looks like the gate's open there, right? And they're queuing for the bathroom. Now, the bathroom won't be there. Okay, let's pop the dinos in. I'm trying to just think of other ways that would look like it's preventing the dinos coming out here. Because I really don't like how open that is. Maybe if we just add... Ooh. Hang on. What if we added... If I still want them to walk around here. I'm going to add these here as well. So they kind of keep on the path. We'll do some more of that. All right, you know what? Let's just whack some dinos in and let's just see what this looks like. And then we'll probably have to remove the bathrooms. Okay, so how many of these can we have in? 2 to 4. So we're definitely going to have 4 of these. We'll have 2 males and 2 females of this color. And then we're going to go for little pistachio-sauruses. So we've got this guy. We've got this guy. Or the first one. And I kind of like the first one. And they could be in packs of 5. Okay. So let's do 2 males. 1, 2, 3 females. Awesome. All right. And then we're going to select all of them. Or at least 9. And this should be an enclosure. To where we can just put these around. Now, are people going to be scared of them? No? I just got to see if any of these escape. I don't know if escaping is on this. But we can add signs like, make sure you close the gate. And we could just pretend there's a gate there, right? I mean, this one's coming out. Let's see if this one walks out. Who is this? Oh, uh-oh. He's kind of picking up the pace. Is he going to escape here? Yes. Okay.
Protoceratops.
Uh-oh.
This animal is one of the smaller species of ceratopsians, living alongside deadly neighbours like the velociraptor. Thankfully, this little critter is surprisingly speedy. Compared to its larger cousins, the foot structure and limb proportions of Protoceratops are much better adapted to running. I guess that's important if you're trying to avoid speedy thieves like Velociraptor.
Right, that didn't work. Can we just pause the game a minute? Because everything's escaping now. All right, that didn't work. That sucks. I was hoping that they just wouldn't go through. I thought this would be like an invisible fence. Which is still there, right? I thought an invisible fence just meant that they wouldn't come through this. I guess that just means you've still got to have something blocking them. Okay. The only other way then... But I think a dino can even get through that if we place some stairs to go into there. There's got to be a way we can create a path. There's got to be something that the people can like pass through that dinosaurs can't. Let's have a look. So we've got... awnings, no. Like, I wish they could just go through a door. Or if there was just like a little gateway. And I know there's gate here, but this is just a pure staff gate. Like, even if I was to place that there, I can't like make this, I don't know, turn into a normal gate or anything like that. They're still gonna be able to escape from that. Oh man, that sucks. If I was... people can get through water. We could make like a little bridge, but I still think they're going to get through that. All right, can we move?
Now this little fella is a Psittacosaurus.
Psittacosaurus.
Just like other ceratopsians, Psittacosaurus is a herbivore, but its sharp beak and simple jaws are better suited to tough plant material such as nuts or seed. A word of advice though, be wary of that beak. They're a little nippy.
Thank you, Nigel. Appreciate that. All right, let me just move these. So these are connected. And then we continue. Okay, so yeah, the people can't access that now. They can't escape. Oh, this person's just going to walk on that. Because the thing is, if we make steps going into that, they're just going to climb up the steps, right? Is that a thing that's going to happen? I just don't want to have stairs going in here, you know? Like, that's so boring. Let me just see. So if I did place stairs here and then like place a little wall, use the grid, let's connect all this together. Obviously, this is not how we're doing it, but just say we did. See, I hate that already. I just want a natural walkway. And I need to just connect a path to it, right? Okay. So boom, boom, and then boom, boom. Okay. So that's accessible again. Now, will Will you walk over that? I mean, you're coming this way. Let's see. Because I feel like they want to try to escape, right? Like, you are coming to the perfect spot. I'm going to guess you could walk over that. What if I placed rocks? Can people walk through rocks? Yeah, like, he's stopping. Are you going to come in? They're all coming this way. This one's shouting them all like, bros, come on. There's another way out. We can escape again. Let's just speed it up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a no. Bro, there's got to be a way. We can do this somehow. Okay, so let's delete this path. Are you going to just, like, fall now? Okay, cool. So, humans... I just feel like the NPC should be able to pass through certain stuff, bro. Maybe it's not possible. Maybe what we need to do... Like, maybe it's something they'll add in the future. Like, it could be a thing where we've got to just build it for now. And then think of something later. Because maybe it's something I can just spend hours on doing later. Maybe I can read some comments and some of you can, like, help me with it. So, pretty much anything that connects... Anything a human can walk over, it seems the dinos can right now. We've got to find something that a human can pass through that the dinosaur can't. Maybe it's just closed for now. This is the gate that's saying it's just closed. Let's delete the bathroom. Let's give them an environment then. So we're going to go desert. We do need a bit of water. We're going to do what we normally do. And you know what? A nice bit of water in the middle here would be kind of fire. Maybe not that much. Yeah, something like that. And then if we come down to... what do I want here? Like, raise it a little. I like doing this here. This is the new thing we did. If you raise the sides, you can kind of make the water... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, there's a descent, maybe? That's a very steep descent, though. Hang on, I'm going to... Let's redo this water here. Did I make the water really deep? Okay, water's gone. No. Okay, it just seemed really deep then. Okay, so we place water like that. Come back to here. We raise... Maybe it's the intensity here. Just kind of bring some of this up so that the banks aren't so steep. Maybe that's the word I was looking for, like that. Okay. I mean, I guess that works. We can just, like, lower some of this ground around here. And in a minute, we're going to make it more deserty. Get rid of some of this grass here. Erode. What's erode do? Okay. We're eroding stuff. Okay, well, this one has to be flat. This has to be a flat enclosure because people have got to walk on it, obviously. So we're going to go to desert. And I think this has to just be... Like, it has to just be the desert grass, right? And let's just make it all desert grass, and then we can add some sand to it. But I feel like they would like this desert grass. And then maybe, like, a bit of this sand here. Like, especially for the water down here. So we're just going to come around here, brush this bit around. Kind of like that. And then I might add just some around the pathways. Something like this. Not too much. But just little sections. Maybe this bit can connect there. Awesome. And then what's the rock like? It's gonna... Okay. That kind of just breaks some little bits up. Maybe I do want a little bit of grass. If I was to add a tiny bit of grass, or... Yeah, like this grass maybe. Especially over this way where there's still gonna be foliage. It's not all desert, you know what I mean? Like there's still a bit of color coming through. We'll turn all this to maybe desert as well. We have this. Nah, you know what? No, okay. Right. Let's turn this. Nice. And maybe this as well. Why not? Okay, cool. So there's that. Okay, liking the way it's coming along now. So now we want some vegetation. I feel like desert bushland. Is that what that was called? I don't think they would want too much. Maybe they would. They're going to need vegetation, right? Because they would hide from predators. And they wouldn't just be hanging out in the open, right? Maybe let's add a couple cactus in here. Just to give it that desert feel. Maybe some of these trees around the water. Didn't really want that one in the water, but it is what it is. There's like a little thick bit just here. I kind of like just to add bits where it's like, that's where they would hide. That's where they would sleep. And talking about sleeping, we definitely need some sort of shelter for them. This one's kind of... Jesus, that's kind of massive. I kind of wanted something sort of big. I think we could do better than that. Like a little cave for them to sleep in. What's this one like? Wait, how did they even get in there? Oh, through here? I kind of like that, but at the same time, I don't feel like that fits the whole vibe. But that actually could be kind of cool just to go here. We can just extend the fence a little. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. We've got a big, huge one. That's kind of like other bigger stuff. Like, these tents are cool. I think they're just way too big. We could make it smaller. Where's the scale one? Are we on scale? Can we not scale this? Because it's got that underneath? Because otherwise we've just got this. I guess we could bring it down. I don't know. I don't like the way these feel as much. These are way too big. That thing's ginormous. I mean, we could add a couple of these, I guess, just around. We can change, like, the color and stuff of it. Modern. What if we did, like, Stone Age? Made them kind of wooden. I think that's just the top that's wooden, is it not? Rustic. Okay. So if we place this, is it? Can we have rustic all over? Okay, let's build one there, and then let's build another one. Maybe another one this side. Maybe just out here as you're walking in. Just a little place for them to sleep for now. I have no idea what these guys eat. What do you eat? I know there's somewhere that says. I always forget where it is. Oh, got Nigel
Oddly
again.
enough, this animal lacks a lot of the more complex facial features seen in larger family members, like a certain three-horned celebrity.
Okay. Look at him run. Did we see his little run there? That's so cute. What do you eat, Mr. Sir? Is it fruit, veggies? What is this? Wait, what is this one? For insects? Wait, they eat insects? Huh. I did not know that. I'm going to guess both of you eat these. There's a fair few of you, so we can have them around where people would walk. Like that. Okay, so they got food, they got water, they got shelter. It's funny because like this one isn't meant to be anything too special because you're literally just meant to walk around here. You know what I was thinking? You know, I was thinking like a way we could do this is just kind of fence off this middle bit for them, but there's not enough space from then, is there? If we're looking at what's going on here, you're kind of in the water. I don't like that tree in the water there. That one's gonna be gone. Definitely need some rocks in here. 100%. Let's just like place some of these like deserty ones. That's not where I wanted that to go. I'm definitely gonna have to come in here and place like a whole bunch of rocks. Boom, and then like boom. I like to like just connect them together and make my own rock. Something like this. Let's maybe get some different types of rock in here. You know what we need? Like, do you think that what would be cool here is a sort of like Pride Rock area? I know everyone always wants that for the lion. But what if we did something like that for these guys? I don't know. Just something to think about, maybe. A couple more of these just knocking about. All right. That looks a little better already. Oh, man. I just wish we could get this working. I just have no idea. I know some of you are going to be big smart. And I'm going to be like, oh, my God. That is the smartest thing anyone's ever said. So we're looking for a way for people to pass through here that dinosaurs cannot. And I don't know what that is. I want people to freely be able to walk through here. Got roof pieces, we've got doors, windows, fences, wall props, structures, we've got beams, arches, a structural kit, wall decor, we've got lighting, we've got props, we've got scenery, signs, gardening. I just don't know, man. Enclosures is the only one. Because that keeps the dinos in. I just wish you could have a setting on this. It's like, don't allow dinos through here. Because that'd be great. Or can I not, like, open this the slightest bit to where a dinosaur's too big to get through? Like, if I literally was like... Then we can grab this one. Like, if it was literally like that... Could a person pass through? Is that the way we're going to have to do this? If we whack another bathroom just here. Okay, so that's still saying that people can't access that. What is the limit? Okay, that. But I'm pretty sure one of you bad boys could get through here, right? If I was to place you here, are you going to be able to come out here? Let's see. And yeah. Damn. Yeah, this one's gonna be tough to figure out. Because I really don't know. Alright. Close that. Is everything moving at normal speed? I will definitely have to play around with that a lot. Alright, let's continue just like adding stuff here though. Because what I would want to do is have a... Do we want the fence going all the way around? So it's going to be hard for some of these to pass through. Maybe we have like a bit of a fence like... Not the whole place, but just like little sections. So it's like remind you to like, hey, make sure you're staying on the path sort of deal. Like that. And some more down here. Like, we want you to interact with the dinos, but we also don't want you going off path too much. Build that like that. And then there'd be a way coming in here. So for now, this is just like a little placeholder. So I know this is meant to be the exit. Like so. And then maybe one on the inside here. I don't know. I don't know if this is like too much. Like this, like that. Oh, saved. Game saved. We shut down. Like, is that too much fencing? I mean, it kind of shows more if this is the path around here, right? Yeah, I think that's needed. I didn't want too much in the middle. Because the dinos have got to, like, freely pass through. Alright, I'm going to leave it to your guys' wisdom on how we get this to work. How we get a human NPC to pass through this. Any ideas, any suggestions, if you've done this before or something, let me know. If we do need to build some sort of bridge, maybe that is the only way. I don't know. Because, like, we could... But, I mean, we've even done that. Even if we build, like, a ramp, some stairs, the dinos can then use that. And if there's no way, hopefully they add it, and then this could just be closed off until that's been added. Maybe that's what we need to do. All right, I do want, though, one of these. We'll have a couple of these. So we're gonna have like one here. Have one for when people are walking around looking at them that way. And then we go. Oh yeah, I need the different types, don't we? We've got Pistachiosaurus. Is that facing the wrong way? God damn it, Axe. And then this one comes like here. And this one is like over here. I forgot we had 2 different dinos in there. Alright, so you're Pistachiosaurus. You're Protoceratops. This one's also Protoceratops. Awesome. So what we can do, as I do normally, I'll probably like just add some more like foliage out here and stuff. Maybe add some more of these trees, and this can be more of a sheltered way as well. I would love to have some sort of statues of these 2 dinos here. I think that could be really cool. Can we have it maybe not raining? Raining kind of annoys me a little. Let's have a nice sunshine. There we go. That's better. All right, Nigel, have you got anything else to say about snow? I know you do. Tell us all about the Pistachiosaurus, because last time I wasn't paying attention.
Just looking at its face, you might not realise that this was one of the first ceratopsians. It may lack a frill and forward-projecting horns, but you can still see the resemblance in its strong beak and its cheek horns.
I did not know that. This is like an early trike? That's crazy. Bro, these things are cute. God damn. He's eating into the dirt. He makes little like chirping noises. He's kind of happy. He wants a bit more of a forest. Oh, wrong button. Listen to him. That's so cute. Bro, the details on these dinos are kind of crazy. From like an indie game studio. Damn. Oh, I like you. Crowding, we're all good. Cleanliness is good. All right, let's see. What about Ochi? You need a bit more of a forest. Okay, we can have some more forest for him. Oh. He starts to go running then. Oh. Dude's happy. He loves it here. He's just a happy little bean. Protoceratops androsi. That one's all crazy over there as well. That one's like playing in the water. Alright, let's add a bit more forest for them, because clearly they want some more of that. Plans. How do we know what's forest? Is it just this? Can we do like just trees? Yeah, maybe that's what they're looking for. Bit more of this. Especially over like where all these bushes are. I actually hate that one. That might be better for them. Yeah, you know what? That's looking better already. I'm glad I clicked on that. Place a couple more out here. Obviously, I'm going to adjust that as we go through. Let's see. Perfect. All right, they're happy now, boys. They're happy now. Yeah, that looks a bit better already. A lot more like shade for them if they're in the deserts. Borjingin? Oh.
One famous fossil preserves a Protoceratops and a Velociraptor locked in battle. I know that look in your eyes. I don't care if it's in the name of science. Don't put the 2 species together. We don't need to deal with another ethics violation.
Ooh. You know, actually, I remember reading that or seeing that. The fossils of them 2 together. That's really cool. I don't think there are dino interactions like that, but I know they're working on it. I remember looking at the roadmap and they said that that's something they're working on. So eventually, I mean, I don't know if they're going to like eat each other, but that would be cool. Especially to see like these dudes like hanging out. All right, so what does that look like from the top? Yeah, if we get that working, imagine like people just walking around here. That's going to be a vibe. I wish I could just add a sign here that's like closed. I could, but it's going to take me a long time because I need to literally spell it out. Can we just have like a no enter sign? Oh, what does that say? Is that literally like a dinos might bite or something? What does that say? Do not feed the animals. Bro, that would be perfect for this, right? Like, can we put that on the inside? Kind of hard to see on that. That's something I could definitely add, though. That's cool. What's that one? Warning, no climbing the fences. Yeah, I need like a we're closed sign. Do we have a closed sign anywhere? I don't think so. All right, well, there we are then. So, Proceratops Pistachiosaurus. I will just add some more decoration on the outside. I'll play around with some stuff. I'll read through your comments. Hopefully by the next video, we've got a little workaway around this, some way, shape, or form. And hopefully that's open to the public. That'd be really cool. In terms of like other dinos coming up soon, I do want to add another big carnivore. I do want to add the velociraptors really badly as well. But I want a big carnivore, and that's probably going to be one of these two, right? The Acro or the Karchar. I definitely want to see the Feistes in there as well. We've got to add some more long necks. We've still got some Ankies we need to add. We're not doing any of them. And then we've definitely got to get some more of these dudes down here, whatever these called. Maybe even the mammoths in there. That'd be Fire Flame. I'm trying not to rush it too much because I am holding off for the big update that's coming in a week or two. And that's going to just make this game feel crazy. We're going to have like babies knocking about. We're going to have first person view so we can like walk around the park. We have nearly 2,000 guests at the zoo, which is wild. And I absolutely love this. I love this so much. There's still work to be done, like the whole park. There is so much work to still be done, but this is my favorite. The Rex thing, Fire Flame. But yeah, there we are then. So yeah, like I said, let me know in the comment section if you know anything about this. It'd be much appreciated. And thank you very much for hanging out. Whack a like, subscribe, ring the bell, enable notifications. Thank you very much for hanging out. I will catch you all in a bit. See you later. Bye.